Hello, welcome to Board Game TV. We're playing Marvel Legendary. And we have a villain that's kind of a low-key villain, but I'm sure some people like him. The Shadow King. He's our mastermind. He always leads Shadow X, and I believe I put the hand ninjas in there as well. He has Master Strike, is KO all heroes dominated by the Shadow King. Okay, so he's another one from the X-Men set that's using that domination thing. Then each player chooses a non-gray hero from their discard pile. Shadow King dominates those heroes as well. And we're going to be playing Horror of Horrors. 6 twists, 1 through 5, play random horror. On the 6th twist, evil wins. Now, we have not played with the horrors yet. And the horrors are kind of like a fairly new thing in the Legendary world. And I haven't used them for any other games, but I wanted to at least get one game with them being used. And I'm going to just take the bottom card of the horrors deck, because it's about this thick right here, and just kind of show you what it is. It's they kind of, well, they opening salvo, ambush, each player gains a wound. So they're like cards that are basically hurt you, stymie you, help the mastermind, that kind of stuff. They're just kind of almost like a little challenge cards, stuff like that. I cannot remember what expansion they were introduced in. They are compatible to start fitting in with any pre-existing stuff, so you basically added horrors to your games at any time. It's just, you know, some of the thing with Legendary is some of the masterminds are just really easy, and some of them are just overly hard. And I think the horrors thing could just tip the balance too much one way or the other. You know, if the villain is super easy, yeah, the horrors will probably, you know, make it a more balanced game. But definitely on the harder masterminds, the horrors, you wouldn't have a chance of winning against them. And it's kind of hard to determine that until you've played each mastermind, and it also depends on what heroes you're using. I don't necessarily use heroes that chain well together. I necessarily use heroes that kind of make sense for the story. And like for this one, we have Cyclops, Jean Grey, Storm, and Professor X. And I know I've used all these people before, but you know, Shadow King is kind of like, you know, he was in Africa. Storm is from Africa, and they have a connection. Because, you know, he used her to kind of be like a little pickpocket for him when she was younger, and that kind of stuff, and worked for him. And he manipulated her when she was younger. I'm talking about Storm, to do her bidding and stuff like that. He's kind of telepathic. His telepathic powers are different than what you would normally perceive from your normal telepaths like Jean Grey and Professor X and Cyclops. His is a little different. He's able to make these manifestations and stuff like that. With his is basically, he is kind of almost really like he has a totally different power set, but it's basically his mind is his strongest attribute. So I wanted to use people with mind powers, and so that's what we're doing. I've never played against him before, so I don't know how he is, but the dominated thing is always a pain in the butt. You know, Onslaught, we won against the Dark Phoenix, which I didn't think we would win. Onslaught stomped a mud hole in us, and I thought I had a decent chance against Onslaught, especially with the heroes I'd used, but, you know. There you go. So, Shadow King. Let's go ahead and get started and see what we're going to do. And our first card is the Dark Iceman. Fight, gain this as a hero. He has the X gene, and you draw a card. Now remember, if you have a symbol, the X gene says if you have a symbol with this on another card, you can play that ability there. So let's go ahead and get our deck here. And so basically I have 2 fight, which I can do nothing with, and 4 recruit. Not much of a choice really. I have a lot of higher tier cards up here. So I'm just going to go for a Maria Hill this time around. Next card is a Master Strike, of course. Okay, now we don't have any heroes dominated by Shadow King. And choosing from their discard pile. Well, I don't have a non-gray hero for my discard pile. So actually we kind of got really lucky with that. And so basically I'm going to have the same hand I had last time. 2 fight, which you do nothing with, 4 recruit. And I guess I'll go for Cyclock. Okay, and then I'll take this Professor X. That's a good chaining ability right there. Next card is Dark Marvel Girl. Ambush. Dark Marvel Girl dominates each X hero that costs 4 or less in the HQ. Well, we only have the 1. When you fight, you gain this as a hero, and then she has the X gene, you rescue a bystander. So we're going to take Dark Marvel Girl, put her there, of course put a new card out. There we go. Alright, so let's see what I have. Well, I only have 2 fight again, which can do nothing, and 4 recruit. So I guess I'll get this Professor X and maybe a sidekick. And try to change some stuff here. And let's see, the next card is a Hand Ninja. Now, when you fight them, you get +1 recruit. I don't know why I put Hand Ninjas in there as a henchman group. I think Marvel Legendary as a whole has plenty of villains and villain groups. But I think they're lacking on henchmen. I think they're really lacking on henchmen. They need to add more henchmen to the game. And I don't mean just like with every expansion they add 1 or 2 henchmen. They really need to add, like, catch up. Because there's nowhere near as many henchmen as villains. And there shouldn't be, but there's not even half the henchmen that are villains. So I think that's a problem. Okay, well, I can draw a card here, so I'll draw a card with that. That's 1, 2, 3 fight. This helps me with nothing. And 4 recruit. 3 fight and 4 recruit. Okay, well, first thing I'm going to do is I want to fight and beat this guy. It's going to give me an extra recruit, which will make it 5 recruit. And I can either... This didn't help me in the game against Arcade too much. I think it was. So I'm gonna try to grab this Professor X. And we have a scheme twist. Okay. We have to play a random horror. Now I've shuffled the horror deck, so here we go. Alright, the Mastermind has +1 combat. +1 fight. Okay. Now he's already going to gain extra stuff when he dominates, so there's that. So I want to take a second to talk about the Shadow King. Because I've talked about the heroes that I'm using plenty of times before. I like them all, okay? I like all the heroes before. I like their portrayals in the movies. I loved them in the cartoon. I've loved them in the comics. With the exception of Cyclock. I didn't think her movie portrayal was that great. Shadow King I've never really cared for as a villain. I've always considered him, even though, you know, really his power set is actually pretty neat and pretty unique. I never really cared for him as a villain. I've never seen him as a great villain. He often does go under the radar as far as villains are concerned. But there's so many top tier villains in the X-Men pantheon, and I guess that kind of would be logical. I think the best I ever liked him was his appearance in the X-Men cartoon in the early 90s, and that was probably about it. And that was just a, he's okay appearance. He's okay. I never really could get into him in the comic books, never really cared. So, but I do think his power set is cool. I just, for some reason he just never clicked with me. So I have 3 fight, which can do nothing. 4 recruit. Again, which is a little hard. I guess I'll take this Professor X. I need some recruit power. Storm there. And the next card is another Hand Ninja. Okay, so I have recruit. There's my Professor X. Cyclops. Another Professor X. And with Cyclops I can draw a card. Alright, so this is actually a pretty good here, because this gives me 3, because I have another X villain here, or X hero here, and this is 3, so this is going to be 6 right there off the bat. Then I have this, which is 7, and then I have this. I have to reveal the top card of the deck. Okay, if it's a villain, you may fight it this turn. No, I'm not going to do that. So it gives me 10 fight with this. And I'm going to go ahead and hit him once while I can. And it says Shadow King dominates each hero that costs 5 or less from the HQ. Well, okay, so there's 2. So he's going to dominate these 2. And now he's going to be a little bit harder. And then I don't have enough fight to do anything else. And I only have 2 recruit. And so I guess I'll just take a sidekick. And now we play the next card, which we know it's Dark Cyclops. Ambush. Each player reveals a hero or discards a card. Well, I'll probably have to discard a card. Fight. Gain this as a hero. X-Gene, return one of those heroes from your discard pile to your hand. Okay, alright, so let's see what I have here. Alright, well I have 2, you can do nothing with that, and 4 recruit. So, here we go, I just did this Professor X. Here we go. And we have Betsy's power card. Okay. Next card is Scheme Twist. Okay. Second twist, we got to play another horror. And this is The Apprentice Rises. Ambush. Add a random new mastermind to the game with 1 tactic. Okay. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to add other masterminds to the game. I don't like doing it because I just like showing off the one villain, the one mastermind, and their abilities. And I think when you start adding other masterminds, you complicate it. So we'll just draw another horror card here. Alright, so whenever you complete a Master Strike, play another card from the villain deck. Okay, well that's fine. We can do that. Okay, so let's see what I got. Alright, so I can draw a card for this guy. So I want to do that. And it's this guy right here. Okay. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. And I can do that twice because I have these 2 guys. So let's put this back on the stack. That's 1 fight. And I'm going to go ahead and KO these 2 guys, as a matter of fact, and get that done. So it's only going to leave me with 4 recruit, which may have been a mistake, but that's fine. I'll just recruit Maria Hill. And I have basically 6 fight. Huh. So, well, actually, take that back. Wow, that got in there. If I beat the hand ninja, I'll get an extra recruit, which I will do. And that'll give me 5 recruit power. And I'll go ahead and take this Jean Grey right here. So I'm pretty heavy on recruit power so far this game now. There it comes out. And we have another hand ninja. So let's see. Oh man, that was the card I was wanting. It's not gonna do me any good this turn though. Okay, I can reveal the top card of the villain deck. It is not a bystander. I don't want to fight it yet. So right now I have 4 fight. I'll go ahead and fight the hand ninja so I can get an extra recruit. And that'll give me 5 recruit. And I guess I'll take this Jean Grey again. So here we go. Next turn is Betrayal of the Shadow. By the end of turn you may pay 6 recruit or suffer. Each player reveals their hand. Then each player chooses a Shadow X card from their hand or discard pile to enter the city as a villain. Well, it's not good because I have that mastermind tactic. But I don't even know if I can do 6 recruit. Well, okay, maybe. Okay, so I can draw a card because of her, and I can't pay the 6 recruit. No, I have, well, hold on, I have 3 fight. No, it's not enough to beat any of these guys. And 4 recruit. So I guess I'll take this Professor X. And okay, so this gets KO'd from their hand or discard pile to enter. Okay, well I don't have a Shadow X card from my hand or discard pile. Enter the city as a villain yet. This would count as one, so no, that would be Shadow X card. Yeah, so it's now going in there. Okay, so here we go. We have Dark Angel. Okay, fight. Gain this as a hero. X Gene. The next hero you recruit this turn has soaring flight. Okay. Okay, so my recruit is garbage this turn. I do have 1, 2, 3. Can't do nothing with this really. 4 and 3 is 7. So I have 7 fight. So I think I'll go for Dark Cyclops. He's a hot guy there. So we'll take him, fight him. And the next card is another hand ninja. I guess it's starting to rain outside pretty good, huh? Okay, so let's see here. Well, I can do some good stuff with this, possibly. Alright, so you may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. So I don't want to do that. Well, I'll just do it once. I want to get this guy out of here. I'll get rid of the recruit. Yeah, it's only the 1 recruit. Okay, so I have 2, 4, 7, 8. 8 recruit. And I'm thinking about getting her, which I'll go ahead and do. And then 6 fight, which I think I will take Dark Iceman because he looks pretty good. Okay, so the next card is a Master Strike. Okay. Alright, KO all heroes dominated by Shadow King. So we had 2 heroes dominated by Shadow King. Then I choose a non-gray hero from my discard pile. So I can pick one. I guess I'll pick this Cyclops right here. And he'll dominate her. And then there was another thing. I have to play another card from the villain deck because of that horror card. And now we have another Dark Angel here. So it's coming down really, really good tonight. I don't know. Expect all that. I'm having a hard time chaining stuff this, so I can't fight. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 recruit. I'll take Storm here, since it's storming outside. Okay, next card is Dark Iceman again. So the city's starting to really fill up now. You know, Shadow King I didn't think I was going to have much trouble with, but I'm kind of at a stalemate with him. I can't chain anything good together right now to hit him. Okay. Alright, I can at least reveal the top card of the deck. Alright, it's a villain. I have 4, 7. Not good enough. So I think I'll take on, how much is my recruit? 5. I'll take the ninja to gain the extra point. It gives me 6, and then I'll get this Jean Grey who has a 4 fight there. And the next card is another ninja. Okay, so I'm pretty sure pretty soon we're going to start running into Twist. Some more Master Strikes here. Okay, this is a good hand. Wow, this is a good hand. Okay, reveal the top card of the hero deck. The player of your choice puts it in their hand. Okay. And because of this, it has this, I can draw a card. Okay. I don't have anything for this symbol for the X gene, so I can't draw an extra card. However, I can do this, and I will take him out and him. So I'm thinning my deck here, and I have a lot of fight. This piercing energy is really not going to help me because he's worth 6 victory points. Okay, so I do have this though. Return a... Do I have one of those? Can I put them in my hand? I can. I sure can. I can put this back in my hand. So I have a lot of fight going on. Okay. So I have 6 fight. 9 fight. 13 fight. 15 fight. Okay, well he's right now at 9. So at least we can hit him once. Let's hit him once, see what happens. Okay, each other player reveals their hand and chooses one of their non-gray heroes. Shadow King dominates those heroes. Okay. So I hadn't played them all yet. He's going to go ahead and dominate Storm. So he's a little higher now. He's at 10. But we were able to hit him pretty good. And I can pop somebody else. I want to pop Iceman. And that leaves me with 4 recruit. And I'll take this Cyclops. That was a good turn. I would have liked to hit him for more. because I know time is slowly running out, but I don't, yeah. I was lucky to even, okay, twist. So we have to play another horror. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is Legions Upon Legions. Whenever you play a henchman villain from the villain deck, play another card from the villain deck. Okay. Alright. Well, not a real good good hand. This is 3 fight, which I will beat this Death Ninja. And that makes it 5 recruit. And I'll take Professor X there. Okay. Alright, so we played the henchman. We're going to have to play another card. Alright. And we're going to have to play another one. Okay. So this guy escaped. We have Dark Beast. Fight, gain this as a hero. X Gene Tech. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. That's not a good. That was not a good hand. Turn. Okay, so I have 2 Icemans. So I get to draw 2 more cards. Okay, well, let's see. My fight is actually 4, 5, 6. And my recruit is 4, 8. Okay, I will go ahead, fight Dark Angel, and then I'll take another Professor X here. Okay, next card is a bystander, so it's going under Dark Beast. Okay, let's see what we have. 3, 6, 10. Okay, 7, 10, 13. Okay, so we got 13 fights. Let's hit Shadow King again. Alright, if the Betrayal of the Shadow Trap is in any victory pile or the KO pile, put it on top of the villain deck. I believe it is, yeah. So it's going on top of the villain deck. That one actually too bad. If the Betrayal of Shadow Trap is in any victory pile or KO pile, put on top of the villain deck. Okay. We did it. So we know it's coming. Alright. Now I'll get one of these guys. It gives me extra recruit. Gives me 6 recruit. And this time I'll take her. Maybe I can get lucky with that stuff. So here we go. We know it's coming. I have to pay 6 recruit. And then, you know. Okay, well, I'm not going to have 6 recruit. I will, well, hold on, I possibly can. I don't think I have any recruit power with those symbols. I do not. I do have fight power with those symbols. Okay. So we're going to suffer this. So before we do, let's fight. I have 7, 10, 13. So I'm going to hit him again. Each other player reveals their hand and shuffles 2 cards with recruit icons from their hand back into their deck. Okay, well, I guess I'll put those 2 back onto my deck, which only leaves me 2 recruit, which I can't do anything with. So this trap is destroyed. And I guess I will choose Dark Angel to enter the city. Okay, we have another one of these guys. And ninjas. So that means we have to play another card. And we have a Scheme Twist. And the next horror is, put this into your discard pile. If this is in your hand at the start of your turn, the player on your left gains this card, then each player discards a card. Which basically, since I'm solo playing, if it comes into my hand, I have to just discard a card. Okay. So that's fine. But all I need to do is hit him one more time, and we win. So, and we're at twist number 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 4 twists. So we got 2 more twists we can do. Okay, reveal the top card of the hero deck. Yeah, okay, I'll put it in my hand. Okay, so let's see how much fight I have. Well, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough, and 2 recruit. Really not enough on that. Let's see. I will take Beast. It's 5, and I guess I'll stop with that. So that'll be fine. Next card is a Master Strike. So we have to KO all the dominated heroes here. And the good thing is I do not have a discard pile to put into the domination of the Shadow King. So there we go. I got lucky with that. Because all my cards now were to be shuffled and put in my deck. So if I draw a good hand here, I think we will get lucky and beat him. Which, I expected to beat him a little bit sooner, to be honest with you, but, you know, sometimes I forget that I'm playing with early on X-Men cards, and they're mostly about chaining, you know, stuff, with, you know, especially low level. And my deck has gotten quite big. So, okay, I can do this. Yeah, sure, I'll put it in my hand. Okay, so I think actually I might be able to win because I have 3 here. And I have 4. Oh, no, I won't win. That's 7. It's not quite enough. He's at 8 because of that one card there. So, yeah. Oh, it was so close. So, I have 6 recruit. I don't want to really recruit anything. So I won't. And just hope that I get lucky. Here's a Master Strike. Okay. Now he's going to dominate. So I'll take this Jean Grey. He dominates her. So he's at 9 again now. So it's going to cost me 9 to beat him. And you get really lucky. Okay. Return a hero. Take care. Do I have one? I do, actually. Okay, right, now I think we got him. Because I can return him back to my hand. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12. And that is more than enough to defeat the Shadow King. Okay, well, took me a little longer. There's another Master Strike. And there were the twist. Took me a little longer than I thought, but we finally beat him. But I hope you can see how the horror cards really can affect the game. I think the reason it took me so long was because these horror cards made it very much harder, especially the ones where you gotta replay cards from the villain deck. And you know what? I forgot to do that. So I think I forgot to do it twice maybe. So let's see, the next card would have been another Master Strike. I still would have had enough to defeat them. Then we would have had a Scheme Twist. Ooh. He has +3. It's 4, that's 11. We're still okay because we're still at 12. Because remember, he would have KO'd and only one would be here. Then we would have had the Ninja. Then the Ninja. And then the last Scheme Twist. So you know what? Actually, we would have lost. We lost. We lost that game because I think I forgot to do the last 2 Master Strikes. I may have only forgotten to do the last one because we had 4. So I think I either forgot to do 2 or 1 Master Strike where you keep drawing cards. And yeah, the deck would have run out and the last Scheme Twist would have came. So technically I lost because the last Scheme Twist was revealed. I still would have been able to hit him because 3 and the other one here is 4, so that's 11, 12, and I had 13. Or I had 3, 6, 9, 12. No, I wouldn't have been able to hit him. Wow. Snatched from the jaws of victory, huh? Well, you see, the horror cards made all the difference. They cost me the game. Okay? So, like I said, that's the horror deck. Be wary if you want to use it, if you have it and you've never used it before, because it will make your game very much harder. And I didn't even do the other Mastermind coming into play. So, just remember that. But they do add interesting things. They do make the game a lot more harder and a lot more challenging. And then you add that with the fact that each guy's got like a epic Mastermind, a harder difficulty. You can really make the game a hell of a lot harder. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. So until then, have fun.